Hello everyone, my name is Dark, and welcome back to episode 2 of my breeding series on Ark Mobile. In today's episode, we are going to be breeding up all of these lovely RGs over here, as well as the gorillas I have on the other side. We might extend this a little bit, because I have a feeling this is going to get pretty crowded once we start breeding these guys up. Also, make sure you stick around to the end, because I'm going to be reviewing the Ancestry menu, which I know many of you may not even realize that you're missing something in. It is unbelievable how many players don't totally understand the entire, back end that goes into the breeding. So make sure you stick around to the end so you'll see how to read and how to understand the Ancestry menu. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so hopefully we got some mutations, but I doubt it on the first time. This one does not look like immediately like there's a mutation. Let's go ahead and stop the whistling. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to build this bigger because this is already packed. Way too small, I'm going to have to crouch. Oh, there's another one. Again, doesn't look like a mutation. That's okay. The plan here, guys, is I'm going to try to keep as many females as possible so that I can get as many eggs as possible, so as many mutations as possible. So as long as I can keep the males, low and the females high and just keep them cranking out the eggs, we should eventually get a mutation. I'm not going to worry about trying to get a breeding pair yet. It's just not quite necessary yet. Let's go ahead and take a look at these eels. I've went ahead and cleaned the wall already. I checked some already and there's... Oh, this one doesn't have any mutations either. I checked some of them already and haven't seen any mutations. Yeah, none of these guys are mutated. I've bred so many eels, it's ridiculous. But let's go ahead and harvest the meat off the babies. Come on, where's the meat? Show me the... There we go. Get that meat. Anyways, yeah, the eels have been a pain to actually get anything good out of. I have not been able to get any mutations yet. I've got some cool color combinations, but they're just colors I already had. There's no actual mutations yet, but that is okay, because we will get one eventually. Two things, guys. Number one, need to make this bigger, because, oh my goodness, it's packed. Number two, I think I got my first RG mutation. Look at that guy. You see that sweet orange that's on the body? I'm like 99% sure that's a mutation. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, come on, guy. You gotta get out of the way. Okay, pick up the egg. Land here. Just stay. Stay. Look at that orange. That is so cool. Alright. Oh. Okay, that's... Alright, well... Never mind, I gotta claim this guy too. Any more? No, I don't think so. Let's walk over there. Oh my goodness, it's so packed. I just want to see my new mutation. Come on. Oh yeah. Let's go and stop. And... Okay. Is there another one? No. Okay. He's kind of in the way too. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks like with some other mutations. And yep, it is a mutation on the mother side, and I don't see... I think it's the stamina. The 900 stamina, I think, is the mutation, because we have some with 975, and we have some with 750. So the 750 probably got bumped up by 2 points to 900, thereby meaning that that's where the mutation was in stamina. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's it. Let's go ahead and finish naming this guy. Guys, when you breed, always make sure you name. And then... Okay, looks good. And if we look... Yeah, it came from the 750 stamina. So 975, 750, it's a mutation on the stamina side. 75 stamina per point that's in stamina is my guess, which makes it 900 after the mutation, because that's 2 additional points put into stamina. And then the color to go with it, which is really what we really care about, because it looks sick. I love that orange color. Finally, guys, I finally got a mutation on the eels. Check it out. I don't know if any of those colors are mutations or not, but it's definitely a mutation, because it's got one on the matrilineal side, which is the mother side. I don't know which stat it was. Let me take a look. well, that's not even... Wait. Oh shoot, that's not the right one. There we go. Let's go ahead and name this first, just so we can see it with the name and look at it all on the same screen. So it's got the 415 HP. It is the male. It's got 181 stamina. 151 weight. Let's double check. Oh, nope, it's 159 weight. My bad. And then 99 melee. Alright, now let's take a look at it. I don't know if those colors and mutations or not. I don't remember. Let's take a look at this. The weight and melee came from them. The stamina. All four of our main stats, one of the two parents already had. Which means we probably got a mutation in either oxygen, food, or movement speed. And, to be honest, I don't think those colors are mutations. Because I think we already had the mother, you know, the parents I think had those colors, just different combination of them. But yeah, I don't think this is a color mutation. So technically that's what's called a wasted mutation. It's actually, if I was trying to really tame some high quality tames, I would want to kill that guy right now before it gets bred into the rest. Yeah, look, I already have those colors. So this is total wasted mutation. If I was trying to breed these with a real purpose, I would just kill this because it's wasted stats, because it's either an oxygen, food, or movement speed, or it's, and it's not a good color. There's no actual color that's on the palette you can see, because every single tame has 6, you know, color palettes that the color can change on, but each tame only shows a certain number of them. So eels, I think, show 3, maybe 4 of them, because there's the top, bottom, and the middle, or the fins or something. Quetzals show all 6, Tapageras show all 6, but many tames only show between 2 and 4. So you could get you always get a color and a stat mutation, but sometimes even the color mutations are on the, you know, one of the ones that aren't visible for that tame. So that one is a wasted one, but that's okay. And I don't think we have any others to claim. Alright, it is time to place. I'm just kidding. I'm not slow-moing this. I was just overweight. I was over-encumbered because I have God mode. I have the admin council. So I was actually able to just get all the resources I needed to start making this stuff. And now I'm just building the foundations, but I was super overweight. So, you know, if I got you, I got you. We've got one more to place in the corner, and now let's drop that. Can I walk around while I do this? That's okay. We'll just start off like this. But first we gotta place these walls and fill this all in. Alright, time for the last few ceilings, and we need one more, which means we need just a little bit more wood. Alright, can I make it now? Where did it go? There we go. Make it and place it. Boom. Done. Alright, ready guys? How many RGs do you think are packed in that little 3x4? Take your guess, leave your comment right now. Alright, last one. Boom. And we're gonna need those saddles. Let's drop some stuff though. Drop the wood. Perfect. I can already tell there's a lot. I don't know how many of you guys all guessed. Jeez, there's so many RGs in there. That was way too small of a breeding pen for RGs. I'm glad I just went ahead and built this little extra space here. And I made it 3 walls high, so I can actually double it to 6 walls and have two levels, because RGs are 3 walls high. If it's 2 walls, they stick up and out. So let's claim this guy. Do you guys see all these little RGs? They're just like... they're just hiding in there, all their heads tucked away. There's so many. It was so packed. Oh my goodness, I can't even fly one out. I'm gonna have to go one by one. This is gonna be a pain. Alright, let me go ahead and get them situated a little bit, and then we will count to see who wins. Alright guys, so we're down to the last few. We got 3 over here, including the one we're riding. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the left, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus the 3 is 14 RGs in this little area. 14 RGs in this area. That is insane. Who guessed 14? Who got it right? Alright guys, so it is time for me to show you guys the Ancestry menu, and I really want to try to be as clear as possible with it so you guys really understand everything that it shows. So the first thing that I'm going to kind of show you guys is this tame right here. Look, it's got 1 and 1 on the patrilineal side, 1 on the matrilineal side. What that means is the father has 1 mutation in its line and the mother has 1 mutation in its line. That means that this baby has a total of 2 mutations in the line. Now here's the key. This tame does not have 2 mutations. It only has 1 that's actually affected the line in any sort of way. The reason it's going to have 2 as the total is because the father was, it was a baby of the original mutation, and the mother was either the original or a baby of the original mutation. Both that mother and father got their 1 mutation from that original mutation that we got, the one with the orange body. When these two, the male and the female, breed together, we get this baby that has 1 and 1, so a total of 2. That means this baby has 2 mutations. That's not something we're going to want, because when you're breeding, the mutations on each side, they add up to the total mutations for that tame. Anytime you breed a male and a female, you have technically 2 chances of getting a mutation. You have a chance on the father's side, you have a chance on the mother's side. So right now I'm going to see if I can show you guys the 2 parents. But let's see if we can find them real quick. Alright, here's the dad. So if you look, this one actually has the 1 that he got from breeding with the original female that has the mutation, because this male didn't get the mutation. It was bred with the female. Now you see the little, if you notice, look at the level of the mother. It's level 17, 584, 900, 357, 161 for the stats. Those are the female stats that were used to breed to get that male. I'm bringing that up because I changed the name of that female a little ways through that I didn't have on camera. But if you look, the mother here is that same female. You just see that I put the 1 in there for the mutations, and I should change that. I should put the 1 ahead. But if you look, this is the mother. So we used this female to breed and get the male. This was the original mutation that we got. We used it to get the male that has that mutation in it. Then we bred the male with this one, and we got the baby that now has 2 mutations. We do not want that. Okay, so back to what I was saying is when you get the total mutations, and we have 2 chances technically on every single breeding to get 2 mutations, not just 1. It's super rare to get a mutation to begin with, so getting 2 is even more rare. The only way you can actually get a mutation though is if your total mutation count is less than 20. If you have 20 or more total mutations, you're maxed out on mutations, and that side does not qualify for a potential mutation. So if we took this specific tame, which is a male, with 2 total mutations, and we bred it with the female with the original mutation, the baby of those 2 would have 3 mutations, all from the same mutation, which is a waste because you need that space to get more mutations. And then if we took that baby with the 3 mutations, and let's say it was another female, and we bred it with this baby, with this male, it would add up to 5 total mutations. That's it just gets, it adds up more and more. That's why sometimes you see tames though with like 1 million mutations. It's because it just keeps adding together. Now the reason we don't want that, like what I was saying, is because then you can't get mutations on that side. So when you see millions of mutations on all the tames that people have, and then they breed those together, they're never going to get a new mutation unless they breed with another tame that has less than 20 mutations. So we could actually get eventually a male. Let's say we keep doing this over and over, and that's the goal. But let's say we keep doing this over and over. We eventually get a male that is level 350 something, and he's got 40 mutations in him or 60 mutations in him, right? But we keep breeding him with lower level females with 0 mutations. We still have a chance of a mutation. Now the next question is, does it benefit us with the stats if the weaker tame is the one with 0 mutations? And the answer is yes. And so to understand this, you have to understand how the breeding itself actually works on the back end. And essentially the stats are all determined before whether or not a mutation is gained is determined. So the way that works is when you breed the male and the female, that goes down the line: HP, stamina, oxygen, food, weight, melee, movement speed. It just goes down the line, and it determines which stat are you going to grab, the stat from the male or the stat from the female. And it grabs one or the other. It's a 55% chance of getting the higher stat, it's 45% chance of getting the lower stat. Once all those stats are chosen, and remember, movement speed is a useless point, it's wasted. So when it grabs that, you don't even see it. It just gets added into your total level. But when it grabs the stat, okay, once it's got all those stats, it's got the HP, the stamina, so on and so on. Once it has them all, it then looks at the Ancestry menu. This is all on the back end. You don't see this. It looks at the patrilineal and says, hey, is it less than 20? Yes? Okay, let's roll the dice. A very uneven dice, by the way. Do we get a mutation? No. Okay, oh well. Move on to the matrilineal. Is it under 20? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, no roll the dice. Don't even roll it. If both patrilineal and matrilineal were above 20, 0 chance of mutation. If they're both under 20, at least you have twice as many chances to get a mutation, which is still small. Once you get a mutation, and that it then randomly chooses a stat, increases it by 2 total points, and then gives you a random roll on a color mutation out of one of the 6 color zones on each tame. Not every tame has 6 zones. Some have 2, some have 3, some have 4, some have 6. So then when you get that color mutation, it might be on a zone that tame doesn't even show, which is why sometimes you can get a stat mutation without a color mutation. That's how that works on the back end. That's why it's really important to understand when you're looking at the Ancestry menu, you want to make sure you're always breeding with a tame that has less than 20. So right now with this series, I don't need to worry about it because all these tames I have are, 1. I have 1 total mutation. So as long as I don't stack them, I should be fine. But eventually I'm going to have to really pay attention to that and breed with females with lower mutations. And that's kind of how that works. And that's also why the name is super important, because it doesn't give you any other information in that Ancestry menu. Don't see, this tame's pointless, by the way. That's why we're killing it. But you can only see the name and the total number of mutations, and that's why tracking the stats and tracking the mutations in the names themselves is super important. So hopefully that all made sense. Finally, guys, we finally got a gorilla baby. I had so many of them die because I hadn't logged on quick enough. But anyways, nothing exciting, no mutations or anything, but it's a female, so it'll just add to the bunch to breed with. Anyways, though, I'm going to end the episode 2 of the breeding series on that note. Hopefully you learned something from that Ancestry menu talk. Hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate getting over 100 likes. Help me out a lot if you guys can hit over that 100 like mark. Don't forget to join the Discord. Follow me on Twitch if you are a Twitch user. Subscribe, like I said, like, comment, all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, my name is Dark, and I will see you next time.